Hi guys, it's Tanya. So on one of the Facebook groups that I am in, a gal posted asking if anyone knew about a teeth whitening action out there. And I know that there are some out there, but I think with things like teeth whitening, it's just as easy to record a little action to do it yourself. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So I have this photo up, and I will say that I cheated. Her teeth were not quite this dingy in the original, but it was an easy photo to just kind of pull up and give them a little bit of a tint. So apologies to you, Sable, for making your smile less than the beautiful smile that it is. So it's really quite straightforward to do just a simple teeth whitening action. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zoom into this first and just select her teeth. Loose selection doesn't matter much. Try not to catch skin because skin has some yellow tones in it, and that's what we're going to be working with. So just a quick selection before I start my action, and that way once the action's done, her teeth are also done. So I am going to actually start recording an action. So over here in the actions palette, I'm going to drop down and say new action. Simply going to call it teeth. It's in my everyday actions. If you want to set up a function key and a color to kind of help you organize your actions, feel free. For this, I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm just going to simply click record. Teeth whitening is literally, for the most part, a one-step action. What you're going to do is you're going to go into your adjustments palette and you are going to click on the hue saturation button, which brings up our master hue and saturation. Now, what we don't want to do is mess with all of the different colors in the spectrum. All we want to do is go up to the little drop down and work with the yellow spectrum of our hue and saturation, because 99% of the time the discoloration in teeth is going to show up yellow. So if I take my saturation, go all the way up, you can see that we have quite a yellow cast on her teeth. And so that's what we're trying to take out. So simply pull that saturation down. I usually go, depending on the teeth, I usually pull it down about 50%. And then the second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lightness slider, which makes either dark or light teeth, and I'm just going to brighten her teeth a little bit. So in this case, say like 26. So those are going to be my standard settings for this action. What I am not going to do is flatten this layer within the action, because once I run the action, I want to be able to go in and tweak it. So all you have to do at this point is simply stop recording your action, and it is set and done. So if I go back into my history state and I go above where I lassoed her teeth and go back to that, you can see we went from yellowed teeth to much less yellowed teeth. The reason that I don't like to flatten this layer, and I'm going to close this, actually, no, it came out. So the reason I don't like to flatten this is because her teeth are still a little bit yellow in here. And so I can actually go in, say I was working on another client, I can go in, just double click on this hue saturation layer. Whoops. And it's going to pull up whatever I did before. So if I go into the yellows, it's going to show me this -50 and this 26, and I can desaturate those yellows and brighten those teeth even more before I flatten this down. So then I would just flatten, which in my case is F5, and I have lovely white teeth. In the cases where you have really darker teeth, you can always go in, reselect, and now we have that action created. I simply have to click on teeth, run that action, and it's going to brighten them even more. So that's the easy way to just do a teeth brightening layer. So hopefully somebody gets something out of this, and I am happy to help.